He has spent a whole lot of time in sitcoms, including The Golden Girls, and I think he's got something like that up his sleeve. Let's give it up to Barry Greene, everybody. Woo!
I was coming in hot till I saw them stairs over there. Now I'm fucked up. I'm beat. I need a nap. I bring my notes up here just in case. It's kind of like taking Viagra. I don't really need them, but you know, why take a chance? Speaking of Viagra, wait a second, man. I'm fucking tangled up in love here. You got a great laugh, baby. Love to hear you coming, man. That would be great. I'm not joking. I got a car. Meet me in about 10 minutes. Anyway, I tried one of these Viagras. They're great, you know. But you know the commercial says if you have an erection for like 4 hours, call your physician. I didn't call him. I just went there. So he said, "What's the problem?" I said, "Doc, I've had this thing for like 4 hours now, and it's killing me." He said, "Well, what do you want me to do about it?" I said, "Can you do me a favor and kill the pain, but leave the swelling?" Maybe we should talk about my sex life. Let's just get that out of the way right now, okay? I'm like at the age now where I forget who ties up who. You know, that's first. It's been so long since I've had a blowjob, I almost forget what they taste like. Weren't expecting that one, were you? Huh? Come on now. Speaking of forgetting stuff, you know, my wife and I were a great couple. We cover each other's asses, you know, we have each other's back when we start forgetting stuff. So the other night we're watching television. I get up to go get something to drink. And she says, "Can you get me some ice cream?" I said, "Sure." She said, "You better jot it down, you might forget it." I said, "It's a bowl of ice cream." She said, "Well, fine, then throw some strawberries on there. You better jot it down, you might forget it." I said, "What? It's a bowl of ice cream with strawberries." She said, "Okay, fine. Put some whipped cream on there." So I do. I'm gone like 10, 15 minutes. I come back here, "Honey, here's your scrambled eggs." I go to walk away. She said, "Where's the fucking toast?" We're rocking, aren't we? This is great. This is fun, no? Where the hell was I? Well, when I first moved here, I moved out to the country, like way the hell out there. My nearest neighbor was like 10 miles away. So I wasn't expecting to see anybody. I get a knock on the door, and it's like, "Hi, I'm your neighbor." He introduces himself, and he says, "Listen, we're having a party on Saturday. Why don't you come? You know, it'll be great. We're going to have booze. It's going to be a barbecue. There's going to be dancing and wild sex." I said, "Whoa, sounds like that's for me." I said, "What should I wear?" He said, "It doesn't matter. It's just going to be the two of us." You like that one, huh? So I had a little procedure. I know this is a lot to share, but on my balls, okay? Little procedure, it wasn't a big deal, but it was a real delicate operation. So after this procedure was over, the doctor comes in and he goes, "We were able to save the entire package, the whole thing. We got it. We saved the whole thing." I said, "Well, that's great." He went, "Well, that's the good news." I said, "What do you mean? There's bad news?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "What's the bad news?" He says, "They're under your pillow." Then he thought he was like being a comedian. He said, "Okay, I'm kidding. They're in a jar in the science department." Okay, that was great, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me tell you, I've actually had 7 wives. 7 wives. Settle down. Only 2 of them were mine. I don't want to say I like young girls, but I spent like half the day today at the hospital, maternity ward, waiting for my new fiance to be born. It was, you know. No? Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, fine, this is great. So I had a friend of mine who had a big business, And he got killed. He was losing his ass. So he comes home and he tells his wife, he says, sweetheart, we got to cut back on expenses. Maybe you learn how to clean, we could fire the maid. And maybe you could learn how to cook, we could fire the chef. And she said, well, maybe you could learn how to fuck, we could fire the chauffeur and the gardener. By the way, I just found this out. There are mechanical devices that increase the arousal in women. Anybody know that? Number one on the list is a Mercedes. I just found this out. I had a 70-year-old aunt who decided she wanted to have a baby. 78 years old. I mean, a little crazy. So she tries to go to these fertility clinics. She couldn't find anybody. Finally, she found one. So they helped her, and you wouldn't believe it, but 9 months later, she had a baby boy. Amazing. So a year goes by, I'm going to go visit her and, see how this kid is doing. So I go over, how you doing, Aunt Molly? She's doing great. Can I see the kid? He goes, we have to wait till he cries. She says, well, that's very sweet of you. You don't want to get him up, he's sleeping. She said, no, I forgot where I put him. You can laugh a little more. This I could get arrested up here for loitering. You know that, right? I don't need this. I got a second job. I'm a derelict and part-time derelict. I know I love being up here. No, this is fun. The lights come on. I love the spotlight. The other night, I opened the fridge. The light came on. I did 10 minutes like half a chicken. And I was a hit. Let me ask you, anybody know anything about polygamy? Anybody know that's polygamy? It's like when you have one wife too many, right? Anybody know anything about monogamy? It's the same fucking thing. No married people out here? If there were a few more, that would have been much better. Much better. That would have gone so much better. You know what I mean? All right, where the hell was I? I didn't think I was going to need these notes. I may need Viagra later, too, so I know the whole thing is coming in handy here. Let's see, what should we talk about next? Anybody know anything about geography? Geography? You don't know shit. Okay, you keep shaking your head. No, I don't know. I don't know. So let me ask you a question. If Syria was to attack Turkey from the rear, would Greece help? These are questions, you got to know this stuff. God. All right, how about premarital sex? Anybody ever here have premarital sex? Anybody? No? Good, because I never had premarital sex in my life. That's right. I never planned on marrying any of them. I can wait. I'm not getting any younger yet. If you're going to laugh, let's go. Let's go. All right, listen, I'm going to leave. This has been like way too much fun for me. So I got to get back to the home. I live in the old folks' home over here. My kids got me stuck there on the second floor. Do you know how many pair of Depends I had to tie together to shimmy down 2 floors just to get here? And we have a couple meetings every so often. We had this meeting the other day. The lady stands up in the back. She holds up her hands and goes, anybody that can guess what's in my hand, I'll have sex with him tonight. And one of the good-looking tenants goes, an elephant. And she went close enough. Then we got this other little lady. She finds people. She wears a skirt. She runs over and she flips her skirt. She goes, super sex. And then she runs over, super sex. She finds a little old man in a wheelchair. She runs up. She goes, super sex. And she's walking away. He goes, I'll take the soup. All right, I'm going to leave you now with a little philosophy by Helen Keller, who said, live, love, and enjoy life. Of course, she was talking to a fucking lampshade at the time, so you might want to consider. Thank you, everybody. Good night.